hey, Jaron, what is the best real estate asset to invest in? And they said, parentheses, homes, apartments, storage, etc. So I have to be completely honest and say you can make money in all of them. So you can do very, very well in all of them. I think the goal in your focus should be pick one and become an expert at it. I love single family homes. When I coach people, at least to start out, I push them to single family homes. Why? Well, there's a number of reasons. Okay. Number one is they're very plentiful. Okay. So what does that mean? Well, it means it's easy to get loans for them. Banks are used to loaning for single family homes, right? How many loans do banks do every day for single family homes? So it's easy to get funding for them. Number two, it's easy to figure out what they're worth. So when you are analyzing a single family home, we are looking and seeing what comparable homes around it have sold for, and that's going to tell us what our home is going to be worth. And so you can really look it up very quickly and say, okay, I'm looking at a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2,000 square foot. Let me just go find one that sold in the last 6 months, maybe to a year in the surrounding area. And that'll give me a pretty good idea of what this is worth, right? If we want to figure out what a 100-unit apartment complex is worth, there's a lot more intricacies that go into it. It's what's the income, what's the NOI. They may try to find another one that has sold. So it's not as black and white. And you can learn that. It's like I told you earlier, you can go in and learn anything, but the accessibility for the single family home, especially for people who are newer in their journey, is ridiculously easy. And then when you look at tenants, think about the person who wants to live in an apartment complex versus who wants to live in a home. You're generally going to get a better tenant. They want a nice, stable place to stay. And I say tenants come in and they want to make your house their home. And then when we look at the exit strategy, all right, so they're easy to find, they're easy to analyze, they're easy to get funding for. You get good tenants, and then let's say the day comes where you want to sell it. If you want to sell an apartment complex, or if you want to sell a storage unit, or you want to sell a warehouse, who can you sell that to? Another investor. So your pool is limited, correct? If you want to sell a single family home, who can you sell that single family home to? You can sell it to another investor, just like you would do with the warehouses, the apartment complex or storage unit, but you also can sell it to the entire general population. What is the American dream? The American dream is to own your own home. And so if we as an investor focus on single family, buy ugly homes that the average person can't buy because they can't even get financing for, then we fix it up and we sell it on the market, we can literally allow somebody to live out the American dream and purchase our home. And there are tons of people want to do it daily, or there's millions of people who need a place to rent because of their financial position. They are not able to buy right now. They don't have the cash for a down payment. They don't have the credit that they need to get a loan. And so we can make nice quality housing, and then we can supply that for the masses. You know, people try to give investors a bad rap as a blanket statement. There are bad people out there. There are bad investors. There's bad everything. No matter what industry, investment, non-investment, W-2, small business, guess what, guys? There's just bad people on planet Earth, right? Adam and Eve really screwed it up for us in the garden that day. And now we've just got a lot of evil that sits here. And so, yes, are there bad investors? 100%. Dude, there's terrible landlords who don't take care of their tenants. They do them wrong. They don't supply for them. But then there's really good people who do it for the right reason, who I go around and I find homes that are run down in my community. I get a hold of the person and I try to buy it from them, and then I'll fix it up and I'll make it nice. And so now our community is being uplifted through the work we're doing. And then we offer fair market rents to people who can't buy yet, give them quality, great housing that they get to live in with their family without having to come up with all this capital. Or if we sell it to somebody and we flip it instead of keeping it as a rental, we're making these nice homes, raising the value of our community, giving somebody their American dream of buying a home. Okay. And so this whole blanket of, nobody should be able to buy houses for investment. Well, what do you want these vacant homes to do? What do you want these rundown homes to do? You want the government to take control of these? Have you guys ever seen government housing? Have you guys ever seen anything the government does? It's awful. And so stop whining and complaining about investors buying single family homes and worry that one day the government would own these homes. You ain't seen disaster till they start owning all the properties. And I'm serious. If you don't believe me, go ride through government subsidized homes. Go ride around in them. See how good they're kept up. That's why capitalism is a beautiful experiment. Are there downsides? Of course. But there's some beautiful things that come with things like capitalism and letting the free market have its way. And when you get good people who care about their community, who care about helping people, you can do a lot of great things.